Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Lord, I think today's Friday. Yeah, it is, May 14th. Good morning, everybody. Sorry I was late. Chloe took one of her coughing episodes again, and I had to give her some of her strong cough syrup. I gave her I gave her a higher dosage of fluid pill. I'll tell you what, that vet will be lucky if I don't go down there and wring his neck and give him a piece of my mind. He needs to start paying attention and listening to his patients and what they say. I know this dog. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Let me say good morning. Texas, Queen of Sass, Cindy Hill, Melanie Christina, Mandy, Diana, Shirley, Samara, Dorothy, Emily. Good morning. Oh my gosh. I'm afraid, let me tell you what, I'm afraid her heart is going to give out on her when she is having these coughing fits. Like, I try to get her, she wants me to hold her when she starts coughing like that. She will look up at me. I think it freaks her out. So I will automatically pick her up. But I'm thinking, she's trying to cough and her lungs are trying to expand and I'm holding her. So I try to put her down. I set her down on the recliner and she was coughing and she was wobbly, guys. From coughing and being tired. So I picked her back up. That's why I do that. Tell them, CC. Hey, Keisha, Red Rum. Hey, Red Rum, I was thinking about you this morning because they may release Barry Morphew's arrest affidavit, and I know you're good at getting stuff like that, and we need that, girl. We need it. See what you can find out. Yes, she does have congestive heart failure. Yes, she does. She takes a fluid pill. She takes Inapril, I believe Inapril, Vetemedin, and then she has prescription cough syrup. I'm just mad. That vet said, I would like to get her back down to a half fluid pill in the morning, a half one in the evenings. And I was like, I'm going to respect his orders because he went to medical or vet school, So I did it. And this is the result of it. See, I've been trying to tell Mark to tell him half a fluid pill does not work. I know what works for my dog. When you increase the fluid pill, the coughing stops. And I watch her to make sure she's not like peeing too much, like it's not too strong. She's not like losing a lot of weight. Yes, warm, local, organic honey. Yeah. Well, see, we done that, guys. Before she went to the vet, I think it's like last year. Hell, we've been going to the vet, it seems like for years, but I think it's only been about a year. We started giving her raw honey. We didn't know what was wrong with her. She wasn't in good shape when we got her anyways. Check the Discord. Okay. Hey, Barry Morphew has been slapped with another charge, guys, because he signed Suzanne's name on a presidential ballot and submitted it. Okay, Red Rum, here we go. Oh, Red Rum's got the arrest affidavit. Oh my gosh, you are awesome. Okay, we're going to look at it then. Thank you, girl. You're awesome. Y'all check out Red Rum's channel. She does excellent true crime. She's a lot better than me because I'm unprofessional. She's not. She used to be a private investigator. She knows how to word things and stuff good. She's intelligent. Okay. The people, can we enlarge this? I'm blind. Okay. The people of the state of Colorado versus Barry Lee Morphew. I wonder why he signed Suzanne's name to a presidential ballot for. I was going to read that article. I will in a minute. Okay, to any law enforcement officers authorized to execute arrest warrants within the state of Colorado, you are hereby commanded to arrest Barry Lee Morphew and bring him without unnecessary delay before the county district court in or for the county of Chaffee, state of Colorado, to answer a complaint charging him with Colorado Revised Statute Title 1-13-106, forgery. Any person who falsely makes, alters, or forges or counterfeits any ballot before or after it has been cast, or who forges any name of a person as a signer or witness to a petition or nomination paper, or who forges any letter of acceptance, declination, or withdrawal. Is that how you say that? Declination? I don't know. Withdrawal, or who forges the name of a registered elector to a voter's mail-in or mail ballots commits forgery, as set forth in Section 18-5-102 CRS, a Class 5 felony, and shall be punished as provided in Section 18-1, I don't know how you say that crap. But anyways, he's charged with that, and he has, of course, on his murder charge, he don't have a bond. But it's weird. They set his bond at $1,000 on this. But it don't matter. He can make the $1,000 bond. He's still held on the murder charges. Okay, and it says, and Colorado Revised Statute Title 1-13-112, an unclassified misdemeanor offense relating to mail ballots. Any person who, by use of force or other means, unduly influences an elector to vote in any particular manner or to refrain from voting, or who falsely makes, alters, forges, or counterfeits any mail ballots before or after it has been cast, or who destroys, defaces, mutilates, or tampers with such a ballot, shall be punished by a fine of not more than $5,000 or by imprisonment in the county jail for not more than 18 months or by both such fine and imprisonment. Okay, let me get the other one. And you know what? I thought they was going to release his arrest affidavit for the murder. That's how distracted I am this morning. Okay, let me go to the second page here. She sent me 3 things. After we talk about this weirdo, we got some more weirdos to talk about. Your affidavit says, on Thursday, October 22nd, 2020, in the county of Chaffee, state of Colorado, at approximately 18:18 hours, Chaffee County Sheriff's Office Patrol Sergeant Jesse Cortez responded to the report of alleged voter fraud within the county of Chaffee. That was dumb for him to do that, considering, like someone that's handling those ballots, anyone in that area would notice Suzanne's name and know she's, been missing. Okay, the said allegation was initially reported by telephone by the Chaffee County Clerk, Lori Mitchell, to Chaffee County Sheriff's Office Sheriff John, I don't know how you say that sheriff's name. It's Pizzazz. I've heard it before. Okay, so they met with the county clerk's recorder's office and showed them that, someone had submitted Suzanne's name to vote. Ain't that crazy? Why did he do that for? Okay, so it says they printed a photograph of the said ballot being processed through their sorting machine. The sergeant photographed the front and back of the ballot. The photograph of the front of said ballot envelope displays the handwritten sender address as 19057 Puma Path, Salida, Colorado. The back of it, said ballot envelope displays the handwritten date of 10/15/20. Okay, let's see what this says. Self-affirmation. The ballot did not have a signature next to the X of the voter's signature required. However, the ballot did have a handwritten date of 10/15/20 on the designated date line and the handwritten name of Barry Lee Morphew on the designated signature line of the witness's legal name. Okay. I can't go down no farther. That's the end of the screenshot. Okay. Let me go down to this one. Red Run knows her stuff, but she can get the stuff quick. Okay, see what the rest of it says. Zoom in. Or is that the same one? Did we already read this? Okay. Okay, so it's just showing the detective's signature and you know, request the warrant be issued for the arrest of Barry Lee Morphew, date of birth 10/17/67, for violation of the above CRS offenses. Boy, oh, what a moron. That was dumb. Why did he do that for? Oh, Barry boy, you get dumber by the freaking day. You really do. Okay. Let me see. I don't guess we need to read the articles about it, because we know what happened. Got cuffed and stuff for that too. His defense will be he has power of attorney and she wasn't deemed deceased. You watch. Hey, good point. Texas Queen of Sass, you're a smart cookie, girl. I never would have thought about that. Let me see what else you're saying. They may. I'm still waiting on that. Oh, okay. They may release them. They need to release the murder affidavit. I'd love to know what they got against him. They've got some serious evidence against him to charge him with murder with no body. A lot of people think no body, no crime. It's not like that anymore. You know, it may have used to have been like that back in the old days, as I call them, the vintage freaking days. No body, no crime. You know, back when they didn't have freaking luminol and things. You might have got by with that. Cuffed, stuffed, booked, and cooked. I feel bad for his girls. Boy, what a disappointment he has been to them. One of these days they may wise up. They're young right now, and, you know, they couldn't. I understand. They just can't imagine their dad hurting their mom. Like, I get it. I get it. But what about Suzanne? I don't know. This case is weird. I feel like sometimes I feel like there's more to it than Barry just allegedly killing Suzanne. I don't know. I can't describe it. Something just feels off with me that everybody was gone on Mother's Day weekend. And I've made excuses. I've come up with excuses in my head. That's the only weekend the girls could go camping with their friends. You know, and that's why they went. They'd had it planned for a long time, and that's the only time that they could go. That's my excuse for it. I just think it's weird. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not weird. I think they found a lot of blood in the house to deem Suzanne couldn't be alive because of the blood loss. Yeah. No DNA has been a game changer. No, DNA has been a game changer. Speaking of which, is yours on that thumbs up? Yeah, y'all hit the thumbs up. Hey, Cement Shoes. Everybody I missed this morning, good morning. Hey, faithful one. I have a whole theory, CC. Look, okay, put your theory in the chat. Put it in the chat while I'm getting my other stuff pulled up. Oh, gosh, these kids' cases. So we got a little update about the Maury Nicholson case. If you want to call it an update, I got a little bit more information. Let me put it that way. Now, we know, I said yesterday that the motive may have been that the little boy soiled his pants. That apparently that was the motive. On top of, the mother broke up with him over the phone. Laugh out loud, not look. Oh, okay. You got to tell me your theory, though. If you don't want to put it in chat, send it to me in a message. I think he forged the lease to own agreement on the Indiana property 11 months before she passed away. I think time was running out and she did not know about this. Just days after she disappeared, he got power of attorney, didn't he, Red Rum, and bought or sold that land. Wow, good theory. Hey, that makes sense. That makes so much sense. It really does. Because we all know, like, me and Mark, we have our ups and downs, guys. But, I care about him. Of course I do. We've been together since 2013, February 2013. But if he went missing, I wouldn't give up till I found out what happened to him. I couldn't. I couldn't rest. Really. I would be out there searching, and I would tell the cops, like, look, I don't want to mess with your investigation. Do what you got to do, but I'm going to search for my partner. And I know Barry was out searching for her and stuff, but he did not go to the big search that Andrew Mormon organized, Suzanne's brother. He said he wasn't invited. See, that's weird. You don't need an invite to search for your wife you've been married to 20-some years. And he said they had done search the area. Must not know much about true crime because sometimes areas are searched and they miss stuff. Duh. You can miss things. Cops do it all the time. How about when that little boy supposedly fell out of that apartment window? Do y'all remember that case? And he wound up, like in the swimming pool or something of the apartment complex? It was something like that. And they had divers in that swimming pool. The swimming pool was like all nasty and stuff. And couldn't locate that little boy, but yet he was in there. See? They miss things. Okay. This case right here is really bothering me about Amari Nicholson. Why in the hell, and I'm sorry, y'all, please don't come for me in the comments. I'm not victim bashing. Why in the hell did she leave her child in Las Vegas with her so-called thug boyfriend that had been abusive in the past and go to Colorado and then break up with him over the phone? I mean, that don't make sense to me. Okay. A Nevada man accused of killing his girlfriend's toddler son apparently got upset because the child soiled his clothes. 2-year-old Amari Nicholson's body was found at a complex close to the Emerald Suites in Las Vegas on Wednesday. The child was staying with his mother's boyfriend, Terrell Rhodes, at Emerald Suites when he vanished. Previous reports indicated the boy vanished on May 6th. But a 911 dispatch call revealed that the boy's mother contacted police on May 5th. According to police, Nicholson left the child in the care of Rhodes on April 30th, then left for Colorado to help her mother, who recently underwent surgery. No excuse. Really, she should have took that kid with her. On May 3rd, Nicholson broke up with Rhodes through text message, according to what she told police. During the trip, Taylor and Terrell argued over telephone calls and through text messages, police wrote, according to the affidavit obtained by the Los Angeles Review-Journal. During a particular text argument on 3rd, 2021, at approximately 3:35 a.m., Taylor indicated the relationship was over and told Terrell someone would be stopping by the apartment later in the day, apparently to collect her belongings. On May 5th, Rhodes called Nicholson and told her that Amari's paternal aunt knocked on his door at around 6 a.m. and took the boy. Nicholson called police from Colorado to report the boy had been kidnapped. According to the arrest affidavit, police first thought the case was a civil matter over a possible child custody dispute. Look at his little beautiful eyes. Nicholson said she admitted she told Rhodes that someone would be stopping by after the couple got into an argument. Nicholson never said who would be stopping by or why, but Rhodes said he still had the message in his head when the woman picked up Amari. After faced with evidence, including a bag of soiled children's clothing and blood on the wall at Rhodes' apartment, he allegedly confessed to killing Amari. The arrest affidavit indicates that Rhodes became infuriated after Amari soiled himself several times. Rhodes admitted that he hit the boy with the closed fist numerous times until the child passed out and started turning blue. Amari urinated in his clothing several times, police said, according to what Rhodes explains. Terrell was upset and struck Amari approximately 3 to 4 times in the body with a closed fist. At some point, Amari turned blue and purple in the face and stopped breathing. Rhodes told investigators he attempted CPR, but was unsuccessful. Let me catch my breath a minute. Reading that and picturing that in my mind, it takes my breath. Terrell laid Amari on the floor and attempted CPR, but was unable to revive Amari, police wrote. Terrell carried Amari's lifeless body out of the apartment and disposed of Amari at a different location. Nicholson posted on Facebook Tuesday night that she never knew anything about what happened to her son or what Rhodes did to him. The Facebook post has since been deleted. He did this. He never said anything to me about his involvement, the Facebook post continued. I trusted him and he betrayed me. He took my whole world from me. My son comes first before anybody. I'm just going to shut up. Rhodes remains behind bars without bail. He's expected to face additional charges after grabbing an officer's gun during the arrest process. Authorities said the incident was quickly de-escalated. Hey, I feel for the mother. She never dreamed he would kill Amari. But, I don't know why that she left Amari with this violent person. She knew he was violent. He used to beat up on her. And he's been accused before of beating up on little Amari. CPS was called on him. It's sad. I feel really bad for her and the rest of the family. I just would have never, I guess I'm too judgmental. I just never would have left my son like that. Okay, let me look at the chat a second. That took my breath reading that. When I got to the part about him punching Amari, in the abdomen and stuff, it actually took my breath. I could see it in my mind. I can't control it when I'm reading. Let me tell you something. I wish they'd put me in a room with that son of a bitch. I'd make him soil his pants. I'd waterboard his ass for what he done to that child. I don't think it was so much that Amari soiled his pants. I think it's because Amari's mother dumped his ass through text messages and he took it out on the kid. I don't believe he did CPR either, Stephanie. We don't know. He's a liar. You could tell in his interview when they was talking to reporters, you could tell he had done something. He couldn't talk plain. And he wasn't all tore up, crying. That wasn't it. He's stuttering his words and getting all bumfuzzled, as I call it, meaning mixed up. Because he's lying. He's trying to remember what all he's told. So, who else thinks she was talking about someone coming by for a drug deal or something? Someone is coming by, because that's not vague or anything. Yeah. Well, allegedly, she said, somebody will be coming by to pick up my belongings. What about your kid? She said somebody would be coming by to pick up the belongings. You're such an empath like me, Cece. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle Lassie as a kid. I know it. I mean, I about started crying on y'all. I did. I about started crying at the end of that article. right before I started reading what she wrote on Facebook. Look, nobody should be harassing her. She's going to have to live with this the rest of her life because she left Amari in his care, you know. But my heart does go out to her. I say she did love her son. Of course. Of course. She never dreamed he would kill him. But gosh, I just think she knew better than to leave Amari with him. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it. We all can have opinions. But I'm not going to bash her because I'm not that type of person and she has lost a child. But I do think there's some drug use going on. And one of these other cases, I think there's some drug use going on in this other kid's case. 5-week-old Caleb CJ. Oh my gosh, I looked up how to pronounce this. Wissend? Is it Wysand? Wysand, I believe. 5 weeks old. Found dead in the woods. Father killed him. Mandolin told me about this, and then Emma Lou left me a comment on my community post about it. So I looked into it here. I'm going to get it pulled up. Definitely some drug use going on here. Do we want to see? Oh, I got something about a serial killer too. Let me get this pulled up. Okay, so allegedly, this man killed his own newborn baby because his girlfriend was going to leave his ass. That's what police think. Let's get this pulled up. We can watch his interview too. He's definitely on something. I don't know about her. Okay. Missing infant. Caleb Wissend. How do you say that? Wysand? Found dead in woods. Father in custody hours after bizarre press conference. We're going to watch that press conference. Look at that weirdo. Let me look at his eyes. Looks like he's on something to me. So this happened in Alabama. A missing infant was found dead in Alabama and the boy's father is in custody. As AL.com reports, police said Caleb, he's known as CJ Wysand Jr., had been reported missing on Monday night and may have been last seen at a Circle K convenience store in Montgomery County. However, the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency said in an emergency alert Tuesday morning that the 5-week-old baby had been missing since Saturday. Nobody reported the baby missing. Authorities have said very little about the circumstances of the baby's disappearance and death. But the baby's grandmother, Margaret Hope, offered a possible explanation for the discrepancy, accusing the boy's father, Caleb, of taking the child on Saturday because CJ's mother, Angela Nicole Gardner, was planning to leave him. I think that's the reason he took the baby, Hope told AL.com. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office announced the baby had been found dead on Wednesday night, hours after Caleb and Gardner gave a statement at a press conference pleading for help finding the missing baby. The Sheriff's Office said in the same statement Wednesday that Caleb had been arrested on suspicion of reckless manslaughter in connection to the baby's death. Gardner has not been charged. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office is expected to share further details about the investigation and charges at a news conference Thursday morning at 9:30 a.m. Central Time, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Watch the press conference here. Okay, we will watch that. Investigators said only that a baby's remains had been found in a wooded area and have not yet specified the location or the circumstances of the discovery. Okay, well, let's just listen to this then. Let me mute myself.
Hey, good morning. This is Mike Case, and I'm at the Montgomery County Sheriff's Department this morning, and the Sheriff's Department is about to give us an update on the case.
Oh, good morning. I'm Sheriff Derek Cunningham with the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. today, really, I just want to say thank you to our partners in this case. We had several law enforcement agencies that assisted us, the State Bureau of Investigation, the Lowndes County Sheriff's Office, the Second Circuit District Attorney, as well as our District Attorney, Darrell Bailey, and the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I can't say enough about them. I mean, when you say join at the hip, we were joined at the hip throughout this whole investigation. I mean, but that's what it takes to be able to bring closure to cases like this, is the networking and it's the people that you have. And not to mention my staff, my investigators, they work 24/7 on this case. And I think I probably got the best group of investigators out here. And not to mention you all, because if it wasn't for the media, we wouldn't be able to put this message out. You all did a tremendous job getting this message out, and the community and the business owners that we've dealt with, everybody has been fantastic on this investigation with us. But anytime you're dealing with something that anybody that knows Sheriff Cunningham, I talk about our kids being 50% of our population, 100% of our future. But when we start talking about our children, and we start talking about we're losing our children, this case is something that, out of my 32 years of working in law enforcement, being in homicide, working cases, this says a lot. This says a lot. So this morning, Chief Deputy Morphew is going to go over the details, and then you'll hear from the FBI, and then you'll hear from our district attorney. Chief Morphew.
Thank you, Sheriff Cunningham. As most all of you are aware, Monday evening we received a call on 231 North going toward Wetumpka. There was a report of a missing child, and certainly the media was involved, and Aaliyah put out an Amber Alert of trying to locate this child. Our investigators responded late at night Monday, and several of them worked through the night. But by the following morning, that's Tuesday morning, we received the assistance from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And in the preliminary meeting, there was probably 30 law enforcement officers in the room. I counted 18 FBI agents. There were members, as the sheriff spoke about a moment ago. Aaliyah was there. And the way I really encapsulate this investigation was, it was just good old-fashioned police work. Incident command system was implemented, and the training and the experience, the FBI, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, Montgomery Police Department, Aaliyah, State Bureau of Investigation, of course, Elmore County Sheriff's Office, Lowndes County Sheriff's Office, and even some elements from the U.S. Marshal Service all understand this system. And when you're investigating a case with this breadth, it's very, very important that you not step over the same lead twice, because there's so many moving parts. But the organization, incident command, with the FBI and the Sheriff's Office and the assisting agencies was just phenomenal. And we were making progress. By the end of the day, Tuesday, we probably had 50 or 60 members working on this task force. And then yesterday, probably even more, because we started expanding our search. But again, through just old-fashioned police work, we were able to find this little guy. This is Caleb Winslow Jr. And I think that the media has these photos. But we were able to recover his body through investigative efforts. And as you were made aware yesterday, we initially charged his father, Caleb Wisnand Sr., with manslaughter with a $100,000 bond. And after the autopsy was conducted last night, there is evidence to indicate that the proper charge will be capital murder. And so that manslaughter charge will now be upgraded after consulting with Darrell Bailey and his staff at the District Attorney's Office to capital murder with no bond. Okay, now I'm going to introduce Ray Cook. He's the Senior Supervisory Agent in charge for the FBI to say a few words. Thank you.
Morning. Ray Cook with the FBI out of Mobile. Just want to say that we've been in lockstep with Derek's office from the onset of this investigation, offering our assistance and resources. And it was through this long-established partnership that the case was able to move to the point that it is right now, as unfortunate as it is. We're very proud of our relationships with our law enforcement and community partners, and this is a great example of just when we get together how much we can accomplish.
Okay, I just wanted to listen to what they had to say because I didn't get to listen to that this morning because I was dealing with my Yorkie coughing. Okay, I want to watch the interview. Oh, crap, what have I done here? Hold on. The interview they did before he was arrested. It's froze up on me. I gotta go back and pull it back up. Stupid laptop. Brand new. Only thing I do with it, get on here and do YouTube and stream. I don't download stuff to it, and it's always messing up, and it's basically brand new. Okay, go back up. Find it. Here we go. Let's look at this weirdo. He's definitely on something. Let me tell you something. It's always a red flag when parents do interviews with the news and they can't remember nothing. You're going to remember everything of what you was doing when your kid vanished. Oh, come on. He tried to say that someone took the baby from like a gas station when he went in to pay for gas. That's what he was trying to say.
I'm going to do an opening statement. Benny, you want to give him your name right quick?
James B. Stennett Jr., the FBI.
James B. Stennett Jr.
Can you spell that?
Yeah. Stinnett.
Stinnett.
Two N's.
Two N's.
Yes, sir.
B. B. Now let me know when you're ready. Had been reported missing in the area. At this time, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office would like to enlist the help of the general public to come forward with any information that they may have. They can call us at our non-emergency number, 832-4980, or you can contact Secret Witness if you'd like to remain anonymous. What we're going to have now is we'll have the family come forward to give a statement.
No, she's not good with cameras, so I apologize. But we would just like for anybody that has any information. I don't remember a lot, but I did remember I was breaking up, with the cops. But I know that if anybody's got anything, any places that I could have gone, anybody, you know who you are.
Please find him, please.
It would mean a lot. It would mean everything to us. And that's, family ain't the same without family. That's for sure. Anything else?
Any questions?
Oh, we had pictures of the baby too, but we sent them to the investigator's phone so he would have it to show y'all in the press during the press. But yeah, if I don't know if y'all can see these pictures, but
This is the best I can do. He's only a month and a week old.
and there's other pictures with us together, but
I didn't.
trying to crop him and do stuff with this phone is not working very well.
Yeah.
But we sent him to the investigator. Hopefully the press gets him. I pray that they do, so that they can have a good idea of what he looks like, how
Yeah.
close we are to the family, and how much we'd really appreciate him if he was returned.
Can you tell us what the last thing you guys remember, the last time you all were together?
Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday was the last time we were together. Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Yeah. We were all together sleeping, and well, the baby with me and her in the bed, and Toulouse was in the other room, because we usually are together as a family, but.
It's not easy.
I don't remember much of.
When did you all realize that you were missing?
They didn't.
I was home with my oldest, my 2-year-old, and he was with, CJ was with him, and
I forgot.
he went to go pay gas at the gas station and realized that he was gone. And he let the police know and me know that he was missing.
Do you guys have any idea if someone's looking back to him or?
No,
No, I don't.
I wish we did know.
If we know, we would have already went there.
How's the rest of the family holding up? I know this is a tough
It's-
ordeal, but
It's been taking a toll on everybody.
Everybody's saying prayers. Everybody's keeping an eye out for him. So,
Again, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office would like to thank the many agencies that have assisted us thus far.
Oh my gosh, guys. That was like the weirdest press conference I have ever seen or heard of in my freaking life. What in the hell? He keeps talking about family. Really, buddy? Do you even have a freaking job? Living with your mommy? Killing a baby because a woman's going to leave you? What the hell? Like, I usually pick up on people's emotions. I couldn't read her emotions that well. Besides, she's kind of, she's probably an introvert. I noticed her fingernails were like chewed off to the freaking quick, whatever you call it. I mean, that could be because she's worried about her baby was missing, but I think that's something that she probably does on a regular basis. He is a piece of shit. Hey, Pandora's Carmen. How are you doing? I lost my train of thought there. So, like, I thought it was weird how she said, oh, and he notified me and the police. Duh, buddy, if somebody took your kid from a gas station, there's cameras. You little weirdo. Probably smoking meth. That's what he looked like to me. I've never seen people act that weird in my life on camera. Something's not right. She pulled away from him. She knew something wasn't up. Hey, Pandora, your name threw me off there for a minute. I thought you was somebody else. Hey, Emily, I'll have to go back and rewind. Yeah, we were watching the news conference that they did, Emily. How strange it was. I mean, crap, they weren't saying much of anything. She was sitting there messing with her phone. I don't know what that was about. And then we watched the press conference they did after they found the baby's body and arrested him. I'd like to take him into the woods. Y'all want to know what he likes to leave people dead in the woods, little bitty helpless babies. I'd like to take him down in the woods here and cover him up with honey. Because I got a black bear that roams around here. Cover him up with honey. Tie him to a freaking tree. That's what I'd like to do to him. I know I shouldn't say things like that, but you know what? I'm not a professional true crimer. I'm an amateur, and that's really. Get him, CC. Piece of shit. I wonder how he killed the baby. Smothering the baby. Beautiful little baby boy. That poor, poor child. What an evil son of a bitch. Now, to me, she seems like she may be like, I'm not trying to be mean, a little slow. There you go, CC. Yeah, what else could we do to him? Take him over in the chicken lot and stake him down to the ground. Pour mealworms all over him. Let Sonny Roo get him. Piece of crap. That'd be a bear's dream to come upon him in the woods, tied up to a tree, saturated in honey. Fresh honey. Piece of crap. I shouldn't be laughing, but if I don't laugh and joke around after I talk about these cases, it really affects me. It really does. Anyways, prayers for that family, prayers for the mother. We'll just have to follow this case and see what happens. I got a weird feeling about her. But I don't want people to think like I'm coming for her, bashing, victim bashing. So I'm just going to move on and just keep my mouth shut for right now until I see what happens. I pick up on people's emotions sometimes, and she was very, very hard for me to read. Because she's an introvert, you can tell. And she's probably been abused. I feel like she's been abused by him. Okay. I want to share with y'all about a serial killer they just cuffed and stuffed in California. And then we're going to watch some TikTok videos before I get off here. Yeah, that is a dumb thing to tell somebody that you're leaving them. I can't get over that case out there in Las Vegas, that girl breaking up with him through text messages, and her in Colorado and her baby there with him. I consider 2-year-olds babies. Why are these moms leaving their kids alone with these abusive men? I have no idea. And why would he take the baby out with him? It's been chilly and stuff. I'm sure it's kind of been like the same kind of weather in Alabama as here, from what I understand. Why didn't he just leave the baby home with the mom and the 2-year-old? When he took that baby out of that house, he knew he was going to go kill him. That's what I feel like. I feel like he done that to pay her back. She would be so upset that their child was gone. She would cling to him. That's what I think. She has no confidence. Bless her heart. Thank you, Cece, for looking at the case of baby Cece. Those parents are sick weirdos. Sorry I came in late. I know it. I don't know what to think about that mom, Emma. I don't know what to think. I don't know. I feel like she knew he did something to that baby when she was standing there beside of him, but I also feel like she's scared to death of him. So I don't know. Let me tell you something. I'm so glad when I was married to my first husband, who was beat the shit out of me, I didn't have any kids by him. But I would have took my kid and ran. You know. You can't have, hey, if a man will hit on you, they will hit on a kid too. Okay, how cops took down an alleged tree trimming serial killer mid-murder. Ooh, look at those t-shirts on the side. Oh my gosh. Okay, 5 days after Ryan Scott Blintston had finished trimming trees at Lorene and Homer Severs' California home last May, the 37-year-old decided to go back and take care of some unfinished business. Is that blood on his head and ears and stuff? After forcing his way into the elderly couple home in Los Molanos, I think it's how you say it, about 2 hours outside of Sacramento, Blintston cut both of their throats, instantly killing 88-year-old Lorraine. Authorities say, while her 91-year-old husband miraculously survived the attack. It marked the start of a grisly 2-month crime spree, during which Blintston allegedly killed 2 other people he targeted while working for a tree trimming service. God, it's not even safe to get your trees trimmed. This case is different from other homicides we have dealt with. There was no fight, no jilted lover, no drug deal gone bad. None of these murders were anything like that, the district attorney Matthew D. Rogers told the Daily Beast on Thursday. They were just purely random attacks of defenseless people. At one point during a multi-county investigation into the spat of murders, Rogers said he remembers a moment where we were like, wow, we may have a serial killer on our hands. On Wednesday, the district attorney's office announced several charges, including murder and attempted murder, against Blintston for the bloody crime spree. In addition to the May 23, 2020 murders of Severs and the attempted murder of her husband, who died of natural causes last year. Blintston has been charged with the June 2020 deaths of Sandra George, 82, and an acquaintance, 57-year-old Vicky Klein, both of Oroville. Prosecutors have also charged Blintston with arson for allegedly setting Klein's car ablaze. Blintston, who is expected in court on Thursday, was arrested about a week after Klein's disappearance last June, while allegedly attempting to kill another individual with a hatchet, and has been in jail since. Jesus mercy, what a freaking psycho creep. Weirdo. A criminal complaint obtained by the Daily Beast includes special sentence and allegations that he used a deadly and dangerous weapon, a cutting implement, attacked an elderly victim, and murdered several people. Authorities say that less than 2 weeks after Blintston attacked the Severs, he zeroed in on his next target while working on a tree trimming crew. After the crew had left Georgia's Oroville property for the day on June 4th, Blintston allegedly returned to her home and fatally slashed her throat. Jesus Christ. Just 2 days later, Klein, who worked as a waitress and had apparently turned her life around after enduring unspecified tough times, was last seen with Blintston, according to authorities. Later that night, her car was destroyed in a fire. "You're so beautiful, cousin," one of Klein's family members wrote on Facebook in 2012, 8 years before her murder. "Thank you. I've cleaned up my act and doing a lot better," Klein replied. "I feel like the old Vicky again," she added in another message. In a joint statement released Thursday, the district attorney's office said blood and DNA evidence on and in Blintston's car was forensically matched back to Klein. So he was tracked down by a SWAT team in a motorhome in an isolated area on June 14th, with the intent of arresting him for torching Klein's car. But when the officers got closer to the RV, they heard a man's muffled screams coming from inside and loud banging sounds. The banging turned out to be Blintston attempting to get into the motorhome with a hatchet, said the DA's statement. Blintston, who had met the 50-year-old owner of the motorhome that day, stayed over after telling the man he was afraid to leave after dark in case of a bear attack. He tried to outrun the police, but was soon caught hiding in heavy brush nearby, hatchet still in hand, and jailed. The motorhome owner told authorities that he had been asleep and woke up to find Blintston attacking him with a knife. After Blinston slashed his victim's neck, the man, whose imminent demise was almost certainly stabbed off by the police raid, somehow managed to get Blinston out of the motorhome and lock the door. The man was airlifted to a hospital for treatment and survived. So he's like that old Chadwell. He got caught right in the act. Look at him. He looks like he's on something. Look how red his eyes are. It's not no weed either. Freaking weirdo. Why would you go around just like murder? Why does anybody murder anybody? But I just like going around murdering like random people. Yeah, he got really lucky. He needs to be buried under the jail. Hey, he told that man he didn't want to, leave after dark, afraid a bear would get him. Oh, I'd like for a bear to get him. We'll cover him in honey, too, and tie him to a freaking tree. Going around slashing elderly people's throats. Hey, guys, y'all be safe. If you got people, especially all you people that live alone, if you got people working around your house and stuff, be safe. You don't trust them. Like when those men were working next door, putting a roof on, I kept my doors locked. I really did, because they kept looking over here and stuff when I'd go out with the dogs, and I was like, oh my gosh, what if one of them tried to come in on me? He's psychotic. Yeah, he's beyond psychotic. I don't even know what that weirdo is. Okay, so we're going to end the stream on a positive note. I'll try to see y'all later on the porch for some coffee. I had to end my stream quickly yesterday after Chloe started, Okay, what are we going to watch? Let me see which one is. This is a story time. Okay, this is a creepy one, but I got some cute ones that I will share with y'all in just a minute. I want y'all to listen to this. This is a story out of North Carolina. Sure, I share the audio.
In the forest of Creek, North Carolina, there lies a barren patch of ground in a perfect circle. The legend says nothing grows within 40 feet of it, and animals won't go near it. Any objects left in the circle overnight disappear, and anyone who has the nerve to camp nearby are tormented throughout the night by strange recurring events such as phantom voices, whispering, and odd smells of sulfur and stench. The local folks to the area say the circle is where the devil comes to earth and walks in circles while he thinks up different ways to cause trouble for humanity. Certainly something that makes the imagination run wild, especially with no facts behind it. 2 science fiction horror books have mentioned the Devil's Tramping Ground in North Carolina, both written by Poppy Bright, and one is named Lost Souls and the other is Drawn Blood, while both take place in a fictional town called the Missing Mile. The inspirations have been sourced from a very real legend. In the forest of Bear Creek, North Carolina.
That's crazy. It's called the Devil's Tromping Ground. I'm going to have to look into that. Okay, let's see what else I got. Okay, let me see. My picture looks all messed up.
Hey, before you go to bed. Hey, before you go to bed.
That was a cute one. Now I got a funny one. Before I get off here, let me see. Let me see which one this one is. Oh, yeah, it's the iguanas. Yeah, that's the one I want. This is funny. I love TikTok. I follow all the animals I can. Different types of animals. I love lizards. Oh, that cracks me up. Let's see. What else do I have? Let me see what this one is. Oh, no. That's the one I just played. Let me see what this one is. Oh, yeah, I want to show y'all, like, a bird that I want. This is a beautiful bird. It's a peacock. It's white. It's a white peacock, y'all. And I got to get off here and get busy. Look at that. It's freaking beautiful. I have never, ever seen a white peacock. I guess that's what it is. Let's see what it says. Yeah, peacocks of TikTok. Snow doing what snow does. So, of course, you know, the boys are the ones that are beautiful, the boy peacocks. Walmart has an awesome beach towel that has like a big peacock on it, and I want it so bad. So pretty. Emily, no way in my house. Talking about the lizards. I used to have a bearded dragon. He passed away. I'd marry him if I was a lady peacock. Oh, yeah, he's beautiful. Hey, if y'all are in Walmart, go back to where they sell the beach towels. They have a huge beach towel. It's that real pretty blue color. I like it. It's got a huge peacock on it. It's beautiful. It's only like $12.97. I'm going to get it. You guys should too. Anyways, y'all have a great day. Have a safe weekend. Have a good weekend. I will probably see y'all later for some coffee on the porch if I'm not busy and Chloe's not coughing and stuff. We'll have some coffee on the porch around 6 or 7. Peacocks are so beautiful. They are so loud. Oh, really? Oh, that's too bad. I love them. They're beautiful. Anyways, guys, be safe, be kind, and peace.